Tell me when you've hit the button.
And we should be live.
All right. Well, excellent. Welcome, everyone. This is the pregame show where we warm up and limber up before the big show starts, work out all the tough technical difficulties, which is why we are the show on the internet with verifiably the least number of technical issues. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Depends on the day.
Right.
And this is going to be the one where people say, "Oh, I can't hear you. John's
I know,
not
probably.
talking."
I can only hear one of you.
All right. And we're waiting on Mark. I've got all my stuff up, ready to go. And disco.
Tonight's show is going to be a good one. I can feel it.
Incoming train wreck. Oh,
Ow.
Episode 162. It's showing up. And as soon as I hit this.
Hey, where did you go?
Share mode activated. Boop.
All right. And I'll hit the infamous highest. Nobody's joined us yet, so there we go. And just 3 more minutes. If you're joining now, skip up a total of about 3 more minutes, and that'll get you right around the time where we play the theme song. Our very
Where
special
the ridiculousness will ensue.
Mm-hmm. And that's done. Remember to like and subscribe. Yeah, it's wild, wacky stuff. Wild. Mm-hmm. So this won't be on anything at the top. So I'm bringing up. Did you hear Howard Stern got fired?
I saw that. Yeah.
No longer making $100 million a year. I remember.
Well, did he get fired,
survive?
or was it just his contract was expired?
Oh, it's all the same. And Jim's here.
Yeah, Jim's here. We were just talking about you, Jim. Before the whole thing started here.
All right. Well, that makes it even a more special. See.
And just for Jim, because he's here.
Massive cannibalism.
Yeah, if we've been amazingly cannibalism free for quite a while.
I know.
For 2 days. It's like a sign that you would see at a workplace. Cannibalism free for 2 weeks.
Oh, no, scratch that. We're back to zero.
Back to zero.
Bob got hungry in the break room.
Oh, those lady fingers are always tempting. All right, that's ready. Mark's here. The missus isn't exhausted.
No, I'm exhausted. I'm just fighting through it, so I'm tired. I could have happily gone to bed like 2 hours ago.
I could have happily not gotten up this morning. Oh, and Codex is here. It's like you're meeting your old friends for the night.
I
Isn't
know.
that wonderful?
We all just get together and hang out on Wednesdays.
All right. Well, speaking of hanging, you better get ready because it's almost showtime.
I don't have it 8 o'clock just yet.
No, I said almost showtime.
My hand is poised. The mouse is poised over. You can see it there on the screen. Poised.
This is why
we go.
The greatest technical acumen of any show ever done on YouTube here tonight.
We hardly ever miss a cue. Wait, what?
What? Oh, and here.
Oh my God! It's 8 o'clock. Here we go. Hold on.
Bants and Bants. Bants and Bants.
All systems go.
Bants and Bants.
Defiance.
Bants and Bants.
Bants.
This rebel has a cause.
Bombs and Bants.
We begin as wanderers, and we are wanderers still.
Welcome, everyone, to the 162nd live edition of Bombs and Bants and Wednesday Rants. As always, I am your dedicated and humble host, John Wilder, coming to you from the penthouse control room of the majestic Wilder Industries skyscraper. With me, as always, is Mark.
Hey, everyone.
And the missus.
Oh, helps if I unmute my mic. See, no
Yeah,
technical
well,
problems whatsoever.
well, none that don't exist between your keyboard and your chair.
Exactly.
How's your week? Actually, 2 weeks been, Mark. You've since gotten over the Ebola, I assume.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
And last week the missus was tired and you were climbing Kilimanjaro, as I recall.
Oh, no, nothing that exciting. No, just one of my, daughter to come back into town to visit. So, but it's such a rare occurrence that
Yeah, I would have gone with Kilimanjaro. Just letting and then you could talk about how you listen to Toto on the top of it. Just as the Kilimanjaro raises above the Serengeti. And the missus, how are you doing? Did you have an exciting
I'm doing
weekend?
fine. Yeah. Well, wouldn't call it exciting, but
It was better than not weekend, right?
yeah, that's true.
Okay. And you had a nice dinner. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
It was our wedding anniversary.
Yep.
The
75 years.
451st. Yeah.
wow, congratulations.
All right. Well, are we ready for this day in history?
What? Oh, sorry, I was reading the chat.
E- e-
I was reading at the Quizzer had some issues with YouTube. YouTube apparently is shadow banning us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Quizzer says that YouTube unsubscribed her. I think Quizzer's a her. If not, my apologies. And a search
Him.
for us revealed nada. Oh, sorry, Quizzer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we are what we are.
I guess so.
We're an
Well,
eclectic taste.
when you're taking flack, you're over the target.
That's right. So it's
Did
on
you
this
say
day in
this
history.
day in history?
I did.
That's what we're doing?
About 6 times.
You want to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a blast!
From the past.
This day in history.
In 1787, I'm told the Constitutional Convention began debating the first draft of the Constitution. Unfortunately, they removed such memorable ideas as "Ye who smelt it hath dealt it." So that it was. I think we would have had a more interesting Constitution had Mr. Franklin had more to drink. But
That's for sure.
in 1850, piracy preying on American ships from Islamic pirates at Tripoli was ended based on a strongly worded note. No, I'm kidding. We invaded them and killed them, which is always a better negotiating tactic. In 1825, Bolivia was granted independence from Spain, and geographers are still wondering where Bolivia is exactly. So anyway, not part of Spain. In 1914,
It broke
Austria-Hungary
off and
declared
floated across the ocean.
Yep. And all of these things in 1914 happened on this date. Austria-Hungary declared war on Russia. The French attacked Belgium. German Zeppelins bombed Liège. And Serbia declared war on Germany. So it's kind of a busy news day in 1914. What do you think they led off that news day with?
Oh, probably, big sale at Macy's.
The weather.
Um,
Always
the weather,
the
or
weather.
yeah, or school to start next week. In 1964, Prometheus, then the world's oldest tree, aged nearly 4,900 years old, was accidentally cut down in Nevada. So must have been a nice little bonfire.
What year were you at? What year was that?
1964.
Didn't you skip something?
It feels like you skipped
No.
something. Something large and explosive. That happened in 1945 on August 6th.
Nothing here on my list.
We dropped the
But they
bomb
cut
on
down a tree.
Hiroshima.
Oh,
Were you not aware that was today? It's the 80th
that's
anniversary. How did you miss that?
Well, I didn't do it. I mean, you can blame me for a lot of things, but I didn't do that. Jeez, the missus. I guess that goes back to he who smelt it dealt it. So that must have been you,
yeah.
Mark.
That was it.
Guilty conscience. And speaking of guilty consciousness, that's a horrible segue, but I believe it is time for a commercial break.
Is it now?
Yeah, something about a new cryptocurrency.
All right, let's get it going. If you're tired of cryptocurrencies being a little too real, and you can't stand the thought of Bitcoin making your wallet cry and your bank account scream, then you need to try the brand new crypto that's sweeping the nation. Slapcoin. Slap yourself into the future with the world's first digital currency that's based on absolutely nothing. Slapcoin. Nothing, that is, except for unearned confidence and a dream. Slapcoin. Why spend $60,000 on a single Bitcoin when you could spend 42 cents on a Slapcoin and feel just as confused? Slapcoin. Each Slapcoin is mined directly from the emotional instability of two Russian startup bros and stored safely in the blockchain. Slapcoin. Or maybe in a Tupperware container. We aren't really sure how all of that works, and that's the beauty of Slapcoin. No one knows how it actually works. Slapcoin. Is it fast and convenient? Yes. Is it reliable? Maybe. Is it secure? Absolutely not. Slapcoin. Slapcoin is the perfect currency for buying things like other useless coins, that NFT of a hamster in a space helmet, or for nothing at all, because no one really accepts it. But hey, you'll own something, and that's really all that matters. Slapcoin. So join the revolution and download the Slapcoin app today. It's like Venmo, if Venmo was made in a rundown garage by a Ukrainian with a speech impediment. And the garage is on fire. And the Ukrainian is also on fire. And he has no internet connection because the internet is also on fire. Slapcoin. Slapcoin. It's worth it because it's worth nothing. And that's worth something. Or not. Slapcoin. Get yours
By
today.
Slapcop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By Slapcop.
by Slapcop.
Slapcop.
Yep. So but the thing is, or the couple of funny things is Bitcoin is also based on nothing.
I know, right?
And if we could buy Bitcoin for 69,000, I would buy as many as I could because you can sell it for 120 or so right now. It's gone pretty big. Anyway, looks like the reviews are in and they liked your commercial. Well, are we ready to meander down that street we call a conversation?
I think we are.
And now it's time for us to take a stroll down the smooth sidewalks of Conversation Street. Hammond!
All right. Tulsi Gabbard, who oversees 18 U.S. intelligence agencies as the Director of National Intelligence, when forced to give an answer about what she thought of aliens, was there extraterrestrial life? She just said that yes, that she thought there was, and that her office would be transparent when the time comes, which sounds a new way. That's interesting. So that's bullet point number one. That happened this week. Additionally, astronomer Beatriz Villarreal went through some old Palomar photos, that's an observatory in California, from the early 1950s and found anomalies where there's an object that the telescope found one day that was gone the next, that should have been in the picture. And it would be like what a satellite would look like, except there were no satellites. So, so that's a bullet point number two. And also bullet point number three, the third known interstellar object is whizzing through the solar system right now. So put on your tinfoil hats and tell me what you think, folks.
I think ET phoned home, and they're coming to pick him up.
So is
this
the cell phone
demonstration
home?
of boyish agility turning you on at all?
Well, there's some interesting things about that latest object, whatever it's called, Atlas something, I think. Anyway, it is it will pass very close to Jupiter, Mars, and I think Venus. Enough that like even with our technology, they could launch a probe and have it examine those planets. But on the other hand, when its closest approach to the sun, it'll be hidden behind the sun from the Earth, almost like they're trying to hide something. So
Could be.
take it as you may.
So the missus, do you recall that what I learned in grade school? Maybe you never heard this, but
How could
girls
I
go to
recall what you
Jupiter.
learned in grade school?
Well, girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider, and
Oh,
boys
all
go
right.
to Mars to get more candy bars.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Any thoughts on this? Had you heard about the Palomar pictures?
I had not heard of that or the Pam Bondi comments.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Or Tulsi Gabbard, sorry.
Is that the new conspiracy theory, whether or not Pam Bondi actually exists?
And you never see them in the same place.
That's
Oh, wait,
right.
you do. I have. They've been in the same place at the same time. Anyway, but yeah, Tulsi wasn't pulling punches there. But again, looking up, you can find out Beatriz Villarreal's her paper is out on preprint, and she shows very clearly in 1950s Palomar photographic plates of the sky showing things that shouldn't be there, that behave like satellites, but were at a time when there were no satellites.
Huh.
Catherine notes, the aliens are afraid of ice.
Well, they'd already opened up the Groom Lake facility and were conducting rocket experiments in the 50s. So maybe it was some sort of secret Nazi rocket.
There we go. It's Nazi rockets. But we'll get to
Well,
that
that's
a
all we
little
had
bit
to
later.
work with initially were the Nazi rockets.
Oh, the missus. Any closing X thoughts on this? Like as in X Files.
Here, I'll just let Scully answer for me.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't know what that means.
I think she's talking about sex in the back of a Volkswagen. All right, Jackass of the week.
Oh, is it Jackass time? Alrighty.
This is Neil Young.
Hey, get that jackass out of here!
And I'm proud to present my brain Jackass of the week.
Our first Jackass is someone who's such an idiot. I don't really remember what her name actually is. Did I lose that somewhere? I had it, but it's gone. I don't know. Her last name is Landa. She's a professor of advertising, creative writing, other strenuous bullshit at a place called Keene University. Has a master in fine arts. And so she felt the need to comment about the whole Sydney Sweeney American Eagle jeans thing. And here's what she had to say.
The pun, good genes, activates troubling historical associations for this country. The American eugenics movement in its prime between like 1900 and 1940 weaponized the idea of good genes just to justify white supremacism.
Supremacism?
Well, apparently she didn't.
That doesn't even make sense.
She didn't get any of the good genes. What was her name again?
Who? The professor?
Yes.
Landa is her name, and I can't remember what her first name is.
Yeah.
We'll just go with Karen.
I don't know. I don't know what she's even talking about. I mean, Planned Parenthood still operates across the United States. It's not like it ended back then.
Well, and apparently if you do a deep dive into the term good genes, it was never associated with that early 20th century eugenics movement, which, by the way, were Democrats. But, why would you ever let that truth get in the way, right? And apparently it didn't really even fall into usage until the late 60s, early 70s, and it was mostly associated with athletes.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we have number one up.
Yeah. So there's number one. Number two is the heir apparent to Pamelac. It is Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Who, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, who had this to say?
This governor talks a lot of noise, and I made sure that I put up my warrant from 4 years ago to make it plain that they talk a lot of noise, but these guys are weak. That's why they're over here trying to bully people. Bullies are always weak. The difference is they expect Democrats to kind of be the nice guys that we are. They expect us to take the punch and say thank you. Well, I am here to tell you not only are we going to punch back, but we're about to beat you down. We are going to win.
Yeah, you tell them, girl. You tell them.
I'm going to tell you why we're going to
Jasmine Crockett, that human Muppet.
Well, and the funny thing about her, right? I don't want to call her an idiot because I think she's an actual lawyer. I think that was her real job before she got into politics. So she was bright enough at least to get through law school. And when you see early interviews with her, she sounds like a reasonably intelligent, educated person, not like she does now, which clearly means this whole shtick is an affectation.
Mm-hmm. Well, or she just stopped trying.
Maybe she was an idiot all along and was just pretending not to be one, which is always possible. Oh, we have to have the voting theme. Oh, I keep forgetting to put the kitty cat voting theme.
We're going to have votes.
You had me at Jasmine Crockett. I gotta get the Meow Mix theme back. I keep forgetting to put that in.
Yep. One of my favorites. Mark, do you have a vote on this one?
Well, I'm going with Jasmine Crackerhead.
All right. Well, it's you know what? It's all unanimous for her. So I was going to vote for number one. So somebody's got to be that guy. Congratulations,
Jasmine is the winner. She should be so proud. And this has been Neil Young's Brain Jackass of the Week.
Jasmine Crockett. She's got a wild, big rear. No, that better stop right
well,
there. Anyway,
probably true. I mean,
but we're ready for the most exciting minute on YouTube. 2 minutes have gone in 1 minute. Go.
You ready to go, Mark?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I know this has probably been beat to death, like a horse beat to death too much on the internet, but I'm going to talk about the SIG P320 because we've got not only
15 seconds.
The FBI report that came out a few weeks ago, I should say it got leaked a few weeks ago about some issues that they'd found, but we've had an airman that was killed with his firearm, and everybody's reacting. We have agencies withdrawing it from use and retailers not carrying it anymore and everything. It's sort of an interesting issue for me because I look at it more from a marketing perspective, which is that I think SIG's really messed up on the marketing. I mean, even if there's nothing wrong with it, if they at least pretended that they cared, it would go a lot further than just what they're doing now, which is deny. So
stop.
Very good. Excellent job. I have only this one comment to make. SIG has outsourced production of many parts for the SIG machines to India. So you are getting nothing but good quality components. So it cannot be that. And I'm not kidding. I did read that
That's probably nothing.
They entered into a manufacturing partnership making those parts in India. So,
well, they do, and there's some videos that have come out. There's a Wyoming, I can't remember the full name of it, gun project or something. Anyway, where a guy had demonstrated he used a screw to hold the trigger back, but he held the trigger back to the wall just before it would actually release the striker, and then just wiggling the slide, he was able to get it to then discharge without pulling the trigger any further back. Which to me, and I've seen other videos where they've sort of done the same thing, and to me that's a major problem if you've got a slide that's so loose that it actually manipulates the parts inside the gun.
And I can be pretty sure that the president of SIG would not be good with sitting in a concrete box and letting people drop his own pistol down into the floor. It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat, except it's SIG CEO. The missus, do you have any comment on SIG?
Yeah, you know, just don't drop it.
There you go.
Well, I have to add one more thing though. For those people who like SIG, particularly the 320 pistol, just give it about 6 months, and those things will be so dirt cheap you'll be able to pick them up for like $100 or $200 a piece. My prediction.
And Jay Humphreys notes it's Wyoming Gun Project is the channel. Yep,
that's Wyoming.
Yep. So yes, and if you are a big fan of SIG, don't be sour about this. Okay. Time for Think Real Fast.
Think real fast.
Sydney Sweeney has boobs that aren't teeny and has created a backlash against what? Hot girls? Mark, is it true that large breasts are a sign of fascism?
They must be. All I ever heard from the left was that she was a Nazi, apparently. So.
Yep. The missus, do you expect her to invade Poland anytime soon?
Well, if you listen to what the left has to say, then yeah, But I think we just have to remember one thing.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
All right, speaking of invasions, Trump is trying to put the pain on Russia for not uninvading Ukraine, and he's told other countries they have to stop buying Russian oil. India did redeem the needful and is still buying oil from Russia. Trump responded by decreeing a 50% tariff on whatever it is that Indians make. Mark, besides making more Indians and making toxic rivers, what exactly do Indians produce?
Well, lots of call centers. Actually, the sad part is there are some substantial things that they make there. A lot of the, just because of the cheap labor costs. So a lot of pharmaceuticals, I understand, are made in India, and of course parts for the SIG P320.
The missus, can we send back the Indians in the United States back to India? So I don't know, just because we can.
Wait, where are we sending them to?
India.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's fine, I think.
Okay. All right. I think we're all in agreement. Indians, time to go home. China has tightened control of rare earth minerals to the United States defense contractors. Mark, do you think they will take Indians and trade for them?
China? No, they don't let Indians
China.
into their
country. The missus is not having enough rare earth minerals the real barrier to making nuclear weapons recycling friendly.
No, you just have to have the right plastic bin to put it in on the corner when you take them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What color is that, or does it glow?
It glows.
Off to Northern Ireland, where a drag queen was booted from reading to children in a library and arrested by police. Mark, why don't drag queens go to retirement homes to read?
Well, I could tell you, but it'd probably get your channel banned.
The missus, do the Northern Irish eat potatoes as well?
Far as I know.
Or is it just like the top half of the potato?
No, they just wait, and you can put it in the bottle and drink it. That's even better.
That is the correct answer. Trump said that he's not deporting illegal farm workers because Americans won't do the jobs that the illegals do, quote, naturally. Trump said illegals naturally do farm work. Mark, do you think that he made
Well,
both
they're
sides
shorter.
mad
They're
with that
closer to
particular
the
comment?
ground.
Yes. We're not talking about Squatamolans only. Mark, did he make both sides mad with that comment?
I'm sure he did. I mean, there were farm workers, albeit of Hispanic descent, but there were farm workers before all the illegals flooded in that would go and pick this stuff, and there were Americans that would do it too. This is all a matter of just how cheap of labor can they get, and this is, I understand that the agricultural interests are a very powerful lobby, and he probably feels obligated to, to pander to them. But yeah, that's a BS excuse. Americans won't do it. Yeah, right.
So the missus, do you think they're working on Harvest GPT?
Duh.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It's the next logical step.
Yes. Speaking of reading books to children, Ghislaine Maxwell has told the DOJ that DJT is A-OK and never saw him do anything naughty. Mark, given her past, what would she even consider to be naughty?
Probably the same types of things that got Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed by God.
That's pretty straightforward.
See, Jim Wetzel says Mark is correct, so Mark gets an official.
You're right.
Mrs., is that what a pardon costs?
Apparently it is. I mean, at least a trip to a minimum security resort prison.
Yeah, where you get ice cream on Friday nights. All right, in Spain,
that's not
another
ice cream.
Oh, that's not right.
In Spain, another batch of illegals landed on the beach, and the people on the beach tackled them and detained them for police. Mark, are they making Spain great again?
I hope so. It's time for another Reconquista, or however you say it.
The missus, how is this your fault again?
I think that makes it your fault, since we're married.
My fault?
Yes.
Okay. That means I get to vote, and you don't.
You have to You have to follow the flow chart.
Okay. So, to both of you, how long do you think Spain would have illegals showing up on their beaches if they just started sinking boats, 10 miles offshore?
I don't think they'd have them showing up on their beaches at all. Once word got back. I don't know. Maybe they can start. Spain's right near that area where you have the orcas attacking sailboats and yachts. So if they could just train those orcas to instead attack the rubber dinghies that these illegals are using, that'd be a win-win.
That'd be a win-win.
We're going to have to go back through this audio and just chop out Mark saying rubber dinghies just for
rubber dinghies.
Yeah. He's driving the comment section crazy tonight.
I like turtles.
And
all right, it's just going to be a total shit show, I think.
Yep. So, Representative Catalina Ramirez from Illinois said in Spanish that she represents Guatemala and Guatemalans in Congress instead of Americans. Mark, is she a squatter or a Squatamalan?
Well, I like the term Squatamalan, so let's apply that to her.
If she were a cryptid, would she be a Sach Squatamalan?
Well, I'm sure she's probably hairy enough to count, so yeah.
She's out squanching, you're saying. The missus, isn't she brave to publicly admit to treason?
Well, she's a Democrat, so I think that goes without saying. But, I also think it's very presumptuous of you to assume that she's a squatter. She might be a pointer.
I will never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2+.
It never gets old hearing him screw that up.
Yeah, I don't understand how they kept him for so long. I mean, he's just an awful person. All right, sorry. All right, from the Graft versus Host department, a British man dies after falling ill after a Turkish hair transplant. Yes, this man in Britain flew to Turkey to get a hair transplant done by a Turkish doctor, and it kind of sounds like torture, but apparently he paid for it. Mark, should we blame him hats?
I don't understand why people don't wear more hats. I like hats.
Hats are perfectly nice, especially if they keep you from dying after going to a Turkish hair transplant.
And it makes the turtles sad to hear you say that, Mark.
I like turtles.
So did he die in Turkey, or did he die after returning to the UK?
I believe he died after returning to the UK.
Okay, well that's good, because it was only a couple months ago I read about some British woman that had gone to Turkey on vacation, died, and when they got her body back to England, her heart was missing. Somebody in Turkey had removed her heart.
Well, they have to make sure that she's not a vampire, or maybe it's a werewolf.
No,
I can't keep it straight.
That's good money.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Maybe she was just heartless all along, but
oh.
Maybe they had somebody who was looking for a heart transplant.
Oh, the missus. How many refunds?
There are no refunds.
There are no refunds. All right. Texas legislators have run away to hide in Illinois, so they can't be forced to say present, and the governor of Texas has ordered their arrest. They're trying to avoid redistricting Texas so that Jasmine Crockett, well, you get the idea. Mark, why is enforcing laws fascist?
Well, it's only fascist when Republicans enforce the law. When Democrats enforce the law, then it's necessary for the safety and security of our children.
The missus?
Yes.
Will you miss Jasmine Crockett when you don't have her to kick around anymore?
Well, she's not a state legislature. And actually hearing her talk there, apparently she was a state legislator the last time they tried to do this. Back when, I don't even remember what the stupid issue was then, where they all ran out of the state before, and Abortion Barbie was part of that. Remember her? I can't remember what her name is.
Yes, Abortion Barbie. That's close.
Yeah. So she must have been a state legislator when that happened.
Well, but I know she is right now a Congress,
right?
Congress, whatever she is,
right.
Congress Muppet. But the thing is, they'll be taking her district away and making it so it's a Republican district.
I know.
So
will
you miss? Do you think that she and Kamala Harris should come up with their own
Stacey
radio
Abrams.
show?
She'll never go away. That's good though.
But they should all.
Maybe she'll join Michelle Obama.
And they could all have a podcast.
And her brother, who looks startlingly similar to Michelle.
Yeah, that's not
the
very
weird
good
thing about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Michelle
that's
could
disturbing.
be him in a wig. Yeah.
That's what attracted.
It could be
Barry. Okay. Anyway, I digress. In California,
have Michelle and this brother of hers ever been seen in the same place?
Yes.
Together? Yes, on the podcast. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
and it could be a podcast depending on if somebody has to.
Well,
I mean, so she looks really masculine and he looks really feminine. It is just creepy looking at those two together. Do a Google search. It's not.
But you can't help but just sit and stare.
Okay.
You want to look away, but you can't.
But they don't say anything interesting. It's like, I remember we used to like cotton candy. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, and that's the quality of.
Remember when we were riding the car? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Our show is much better than them. It is. I'm not kidding. All right. Skipping away to the last of the Think Real Fast. In California, Bill AB 495 allows any non-parent adult to declare they have a family relationship with a child, sign it, and then it allows them to enroll the kid in school, take the kid to the doctor, supervise medical care, and pick them up from schools. Mark, what could go wrong?
Is it a Democratic project?
It is.
Then nothing, absolutely nothing can go wrong.
The missus, is this the Adam Schiff protection bill?
I don't know. I was kind of thinking it kind of sounds like it's the last name File, first name Peter protection bill.
Yes. That could be it. All right.
That seems like it.
That is all of Think Real Fast.
Think real fast.
Want to take us to a commercial, Mrs.?
Is it that time?
It is that time.
Yeah, well, you've probably all heard about the Sydney Sweeney has good genes kerfuffle. But that's nothing on the missus, because the missus has good memes.
She doesn't wear just any content.
One meme to roast my husband, another to unite the moms.
She doesn't scroll just any timeline.
I'm fluent in Gen Z sarcasm and Gen X Facebook.
She's not here for bad takes or stale TikToks.
I saw it 3 days ago and already made a better one.
She's here for quality. She's here for chaos. She's here for the memes that slap.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd screenshot it and send it to the group chat.
From the absurdly niche to the painfully relatable, from cursed images to SpongeBob reaction gifs, when she scrolls, the world watches.
I don't need therapy. I have memes, a label maker, and spite.
These aren't just memes.
I bake, I volunteer, and I send passive-aggressive memes at 2 a.m. What's your superpower?
They're a lifestyle.
I don't start drama. I just send the memes that accidentally do.
They're good memes.
You can't offend me. I've been in the comments section since 2012.
Because mid-memes, we don't know her.
I don't make the rules. I just make the memes that expose them.
And there you have it.
There you
go. All right. All right. So, speaking of memes, do you have some?
I do. I have a lot of memes. Let's start at the beginning. Speaking of Texas and lawmakers and the Babylon Bee, Texas gerrymanders districts into a giant Whataburger logo.
That's a good idea. I like
Whataburger. I like that too. I think that's a great idea.
Bacon.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a nice Venn diagram here between Marxists, mountain lions, and toddlers. I can't imagine trying to give a mountain lion a bath. That seems like a bad idea.
Well, here's a problem. I think you'd have a large time giving a Marxist a bath too.
That's true.
I've seen pictures. Yeah.
And if it's too small for you to see, it's Trump on the roof of the White House saying, "Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries." Little python there.
Everybody was pretty upset that he got up on the roof.
I don't understand that. Yes, perhaps the Secret Service was afraid he would fall off because the roof was slightly angled. It's too dangerous.
How can you do that? We can't. Somebody should make an actual drink like that.
Yeah, you'd have to get the image likeness from the lefty.
That's true. More, because I have a whole bunch more. Do you want to wait?
How many more do you have? 75?
I have 6.
80?
6, 7.
Do 3 more.
Okay. This one's a little more serious. Teddy Roosevelt, any man who says he's an American but something else also isn't an American at all. We have room but one flag, the American flag. We have room but for one language here, and that's the English language. And we have room for but one, the sole loyalty, and that is loyalty to the American people. Amen, Teddy.
I wonder what will happen when this is, what's her name? Villarreal gets visited by the ghost of Teddy.
I think he'd probably just kick the shit out of her. I don't know. Teddy's probably too much of a gentleman to do that. He'd probably have his wife do it.
They call it antlers, eh?
And
Take off.
one. Now this one's kind of a little hard to see. This is a line from the census, and I don't recall what year this census from, but as you can see over here, it is Gabriel Reed and his wife Ophelia, 44 and 42 respectively. Gabriel lists his profession as spiritualist quack doctor, and his wife lists her profession as same as husband. At least they're honest. All right, there you go.
All right. And I heard it on the X.
Oh. Well, I missed it. I was not quite there.
So Trump says that foreign investment pledges are gifts, and he can do whatever he wants to with them. So that he got the Europeans to pledge to invest $600 billion in the United States. And he says, I can do whatever I want to with that. Thoughts?
You're not my supervisor!
That's what I heard.
Mark, do you think they're going to sit back and take that one?
Well, I think they're going to want to invest in things that might actually pay off for them. You know, like building factories for their European car companies or something. But how much would it cost to build a parking lot the size of Chicago?
Just one hydrogen bomb. Okay, I'll stop there. According to First Post on America, which is the name of the news organization, George Soros got $260 million to spend on to create global chaos from USAID. Thoughts on that? And does anyone think it's a coincidence that USAID gets defunded and Howard Stern gets fired?
I don't think it's a coincidence that any of these people are getting fired now that the USAID funding is gone.
It's probably nothing to worry about.
I would like to see Soros required to pay it all back with interest. You know, sort of like when you underpay your taxes.
I'd like that. And this is the last, I heard it on the X. A Brazilian woman was granted asylum in Spain she was going to be prosecuted for misgendering in Brazil. She called somebody who is trans the wrong gender, and so therefore they're prosecuting that in Brazil. So if you go to Brazil, remember that.
Brazil's gone crazy.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure this turned down extreme leftism. It always turns out fine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, it does bring up a point. I mean, I constantly read on a website that I won't pick on by name, but about how the BRICS are going to eat our lunch at some point. And so if Brazil decides to go down the leftist route and suffer the same economic fate as a lot of these other leftist countries, then I guess that, you know, means one less economic competitor for us.
There you go. All right. So, the missus, I believe you have 3 more memes.
I think I have more than that.
Well, bring us home.
I have 4 more memes. All right. So here we have Hillary. FCC approves a new 3-digit number, 988, as the U.S. suicide hotline. Hillary adds new number to speed dial. More Sydney Sweeney. One of these women founded Planned Parenthood, believed minorities had inferior genetics, and is directly responsible for the abortions of millions of black and Hispanic babies. The other wore a pair of jeans on TV. Guess which one Democrat women call racist. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And then this is just a little throwback, lest we forget.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I remember. Oh, I think the spread has stopped. See, Mark's no longer sick, right?
Right.
Spread stopped. All right.
Yeah, I was around one of these people that wears the mask underneath their nose. No, I'm just kidding. I still see people like that, though. It's like,
oh, yeah, people still wear masks. Yeah, yeah.
Who are you fooling? Wear it underneath your nose, so you're just breathing it all out anyway? Ugh.
No, they do. It's like a totem.
It's 2025. And then finally, a little nerd humor.
I like that.
I like that one too.
All right.
And
how fast can I catch a kitten? That's the definite. That's anyway. That's higher math. Well, any final thoughts for the evening, Mark?
So, with the Velociraptor, forget it. That's fine. I was going to say something about vectors and everything and applying them together, but anyway, yeah.
I got your back, Mark.
I like turtles.
Well, you see, scalar versus vector quality. Well, okay.
Well,
anyway,
it was funny. One of my kids the other day were driving somewhere, and he asked, "So if you shot a bullet out the back of the car, would it versus shooting it out the front, would it be faster or slower going out the back?" And I started into this discussion on vectors. But anyway, that's the type of family I live in. I don't understand where they get it.
The missus, do you have any final thoughts?
I don't think I have nothing I can follow up after that.
Nothing?
No.
Well, on that note, I'd like to thank everyone for coming to Bombs and Bants and Wednesday Rants. I had a good time, and I hope you did too, because this is a pretty darn good show. We'll see you all here next week. I hope everyone enjoys, and with that, I'm Wilder. I'm out.
This is Mark.
And
Everyone
once again, not taking that up to the post. Come on. What's wrong with you? Can you not hear that?
That's intentional. All of that's intentional.
I know it is. I know it is. You all have a fantastic week, and y'all come back now, you hear?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my friggin' life.